We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fair to say. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello, Aromas. This is Aromie here, and welcome back to Random Race Hollywood. We're here with Andre, learning a little bit more about him. What kind of visions do you see? My visions are often not of the future, but of the past. They provide me with insight I may utilize towards building a better future, however. The past is possessed of far more wisdom than our current age, as I may testify personally. His upper lip seemed to curl slightly, a flicker of distaste shifting across his calm features. I am also well equipped to observe the weakness of others, but those I rarely divulge for secrets hold the strongest potential powers, far more valuable than the brief fulfillment of ego one gets from divulging them. Has your Golgotha affliction changed over time? Indeed, and so does for all Golgotha. The acquisition of more knowledge changes our visions, and our visions often affect our desires for knowledge. It is unfortunate, but many newly turned Golgotha are unable to bear the truths that they witness regularly. They often find destructive mechanisms with which to cope, or else they simply choose to end their existence. However, those who master their gifts are among the wisest, most powerful creatures on this earth, in knowledge if not physical strength. They are unfettered by the illusions that others would impose upon us. Protect your soul from such intrusions, Michiko. I'm curious, why do your eyes glow? It is an unusual trait that manifests in some Golgotha. Perhaps you notice Marcus's eyes possess a similar glow. He masks it with glasses, and unlike us, mortals do not possess keen enough eyesight to notice. Really? Because I reside here and do not associate with humankind, it is unnecessary for me to hide my own ocular peculiarities. As for why it occurs, however, I cannot answer that question with any certainty. It may be that our eyes become stained from staring too deeply beneath the veil. Consider it something to look forward to as you advance towards geriatric vampirism. What the fuck? About someone else? What do you think of Marcus? Marcus is in many ways a mystery to me. While he has aided my cause on several occasions, I know it was purely for the sake of his own self-interest or amusement. We're not on particularly close terms, but I hold a cautious respect for him nonetheless. Do you know how old he is? Truthfully, I am uncertain. He carries himself as one of many years, but he has never expressed any knowledge or trait specific to a certain era. I would not even assume his appearance or manner of speaking or related to his origins. Knowing Marcus, it may only be an act he employs for entertainment's sake. Much of his behavior is childish or patently unwise, but on the other occasion he appears to hold an unnerving alien awareness. It is possible that, though unlikely, that he's not much older than yourself. After all, he emerged only 3 years ago with no record of his existence prior to that day. Andre shook his head, exhaling quietly. So are you saying that Marcus might just be like 3 years older than me? Do you dislike Charisse personally or just her agenda? She is a powerful and manipulative woman. I have a strong distaste for her, but I do not underestimate her capabilities. The fact that she was able to rule Los Angeles Coven for years is a strong testament to her willpower. What about your thoughts on Heat? He is a peculiar child, a product of his environment without question. At times I glimpse unusual murmurs beneath his surface. What about Randal? Randal is a rare individual, a combination of selflessness and great potential power, but is also a volatile mixture. His dangerously anarchical beliefs are also something that must be fought against. For a few moments, Andre's expression darkened slightly. Okay. I met Zaris, who said you were responsible for the mistake. Ah yes, the vampire hunter. His case is an unfortunate one, especially considering its consequences. I will not deny that I am indirectly responsible for your turning. I was prepared to pay any price to prevent Lazarus from attaining more power than he already has. Oh, so I really did get bit instead of Lazarus. However, your sire was unknown to me, as were you. I left those details to the discretion of a third party whose identity I cannot disclose. What the fuck? But know this, Michiko, if he had not unwittingly taken Lazarus' place, the amount of resulting casualties from his murderous inclinations would be immense, to say the least. Perhaps that is some small comfort. I fear it is the only one I can give. I see. Thanks for being honest. Andre faintly grimaced, his eyes flicking to one side. He could see my feelings. Do you know about Randal's would-be assassin? I heard of his attempted shooting, but no, I'm not aware of any details regarding the shooter's identity. I can assure you it was not one of my assistants. Locke, however, may have had some involvement. That is all I can offer you, I am afraid. Okay, that's all. Then I hope my answers have left you sated, Michiko. Farewell. Too dumb to run, too dead to die. Wow, we are all the same, decaying organic matter. Okay. Leaving Andre's side, I return to the tower and graveyard gates. Can I see Randall? Should I focus on Randall? I don't know. I feel like I need to focus on the other houses. Like, my house. Because... Oh, I just saw it shrink some more. What the fuck? What the fuck? Whatever. You know, I say whatever, but I feel like Randall's people would protect me, though. Let's go visit the beach house. Oh no, I'm very obsessed with Randall. My driver take me to Santa Monica, deciding to stop by Randall's place. I have no idea where my girl is gonna end up. She might be dead in this route too. I pushed open the door, greeted by cheerful sound of conversation and clinking glasses. There was quite a crowd inside, though Randall was anywhere to be seen. Chat with the Mavar. I wandered over to the nearest group of Mavar, trying to pick up bits of their conversation. Can we just leave already? Man, I'm so ready to get out and ride. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that Randall's not coming with us, though. Same here, but hey, he'll ride with us next time, I bet. From the way they were jostling keys and pulling on leather gloves, it seems like they're heading out to ride their motorcycles. Hey, Michiko! You wanna go with us? I think we got a spare bike that you can ride. A familiar Mavar called out to me, grinning brightly. Only if I can wear a helmet. No thanks, I'm not a... Sure, let's go! Sweet, come on. I'm getting so close to the Mavar. We spent the next hour or so racing along the beach, riding together under the moonlight. The Mavar hollered and cheered the whole way, and something about it reminded me of a pack running in the wild. All I could hear were the voices, the sound of roaring engines, and the ocean steadily crashing around us. For some reason, in those moments, I felt less human and more animalistic than ever before. Huh. And by the time we finally returned to the house, that untamed, uncaged instinct still stirred deep in my chest. I got a nice ride out at night, I guess. Slipping out of the beach house, I made my way back across the sand. Oh, I still have fucking time? Oh, then we'll see fucking Marcus. If I have time, shit. I asked the taxi driver to bring me to Blood and Roses, and we soon pulled up outside the shop. But the sign... What? It's closed again? But the sign in the window read closed, and all the lights were inside were off. It seemed like Marcus wasn't around tonight. Holy shit. Then we're gonna visit the bar. Where's Marcus, man? It was a packed night at the club. I saw and sensed plenty of Ascari around, mingling with the unaware humans. Over in the lounge, a friendly-looking group stood chatting and laughing with each other. And when we briefly made eye contact, one of them nodded at me invitingly. Oh, go talk with Ascari then. They want to invite me over, sure. Oh, Jesus, I gotta censor this shit. I slowly made my way over to the Scar, who welcomed me into the group almost instantly. Wild, free-spirited, and down-to-earth, they were very different from the more elegant vampires I usually saw at the hotel. But they weren't like the Mavar either. I glimpsed a dreamy, distant romance in their eyes, the same flower child smiles I'd seen in old photographs. As we carried on a loud conversation over the music, I learned that they've been... Oh, okay, I remember this conversation. They've been partying since the LSD days of the 60s, which apparently they saw an outbreak in vampirism. Back then, rumors spread that getting fat on was just an amazing new high, but all the young, overeager vampires frequently drank too much from their partners. So instead of letting them die, they spread the condition like wildfire. After they shared some of their history with me, the friendly Ascari invited me to dance. I decided to dance with them. I followed them out onto the dance floor where we spent the next hour slamming and flailing to various gothic hits. Their dancing skills were all over the place, but nobody really seemed to care. They were just happy to be enjoying themselves, relishing the music the same way they had decades ago. Eventually, the group dispersed to get drinks or wander off with their partners, but they thanked me for spending time with them. And now we're gonna go drink at the bar to see the bartender. The bar is surprisingly and quiet tonight. Most of the patrons seem to be out on the dance floor. For a moment, I leaned against the counter, surveying the crowd of any interesting faces. Oh my, what a fine customer. It looked like you'd be interested in special. A warm, soothing voice purred at me from close by. Hi, cutie. When I glanced around to search for the source, I realized the bartender had sidled up to me. Perhaps you would allow me to serve you a drink, or one that suits our morbid tastes. Unless, of course, you might wish to try my specialty pudding. I love the pudding, please. Yes, pudding. I guarantee you have tasted nothing like it. Sanguaniacchio dolce? I don't know. The finest of blood enhanced into a magnificent dessert. He gave a flourish with one hand, winking at me daringly. Would you care for a little sample? Yeah, I'll give it a try, why not? Marvelous, I do love an adventurous palate. My response obviously delighted the bartender, who being like Christmas had just come early. Then holding one finger for me to wait, he slipped over to the other end of the counter, reaching inside a small fridge. I heard him humming under his breath as he sauntered back, still absently shaking the mixer in his right hand. Here you are! The bartender slid a small bowl in front of me filled with thick bread pudding and crowned by a little silver spoon. He watched me intently as I scooped out a small spoonful, bringing it to my lips. The cool, smooth texture slowly melted on my tongue, sweet and savory. It was almost unnervingly delicious, better than anything I tasted before, except for maybe David's blood. It feels like it's almost too good. Do I want to know what you put in here? I kind of want to know what he put in the thing. So, let's see this. He chuckled warmly, offering me a playful shrug. I'm afraid I couldn't tell you anyway. Divinity relies on mystery after all. Oh, by the way, please call me Dorian. I prefer to have a closer connection with special patrons. And I can tell you're quite special, my dear sister of the night. There's no need to pay either. The delight of practicing my art for a receptive palate is more than enough to satisfy me. Licking his lips, Dorian glanced down at my pudding with a hint of pride. In my eyes, blood isn't merely something to be sucked up for sustenance, nor gulped down from any mortal on the street. We may have only one meal available to us as vampires, but there are an infinite number of ways to experience it. Well, after recent experiences, I'm not sure about the one meal thing. What the fuck? Am I having more than one meal? Infinite, how so? I'm so happy you asked, good patron. He paused, inhaling a deep breath, his expression melting into the tender look of someone describing their lover. My recipes aren't merely a combination of ingredients, but also draw from the nature of the blood itself. Everything from the human diet to their preferences in music. As one tastes more and more variety of blood, one realizes that every human is certainly not created equal. One may develop a cultured palate, appreciating blood with fine nuances. The most forbidden delight comes from blood taken in articulo mortis, such rare but exquisite ecstasy. The rich fullness squeezed from a virgin's heart, the aromatic splendor of a vivisected dancer, the divine drops that trickle from a severed head. Ew, I don't want to imagine that. Dorian held the drink mixer to his cheek, stroking his fingers along the metal in a slow caress. Of course, I have never procured any of those myself. I simply hear from acquaintances that they taste simply sublime. His exclusive grin, elusive grin, came with a warm chuckle before he started shaking his mixer again. May I ask what your thoughts on feeding are, my sweet patron? I love everything about feeding, the act itself, the taste of blood. It feels very intimate to me, so I prefer the idea of having a blood pet. I really don't like it. I drink from blood packs as much as I can. I don't mind drinking from humans, but I am a little picky. I don't really prefer to have a blood pet. I just have one because I didn't do it last route. I guess I love everything about feeding. Because the way he made the pudding was really nice. A true predator embracing her nature. Such a beautiful thing to see. I don't know if he's like happy with that choice. He gave me a long admiring look. You are very young still. I'm curious how your taste will evolve over time, as mine have over the years. How did you become a vampire, Dorian? I always had something of a fear of growing old, for seeing myself decay within the mirror over my years. Perhaps that's why my sire was drawn to me, and plunged her fangs deep into my veins that fateful night. But this is where we're gonna stop. I know this is a bit early, but I need to take a little drink of water. But thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Touch it, touch it, touch it.